Hi, this is Gemma. Welcome to my tiny house series. Today's tiny house you might be familiar with from the video on YouTube that George Dunnett made of his abandoned tiny house that he remodeled. So it's a little stone cottage which used to be a garage in a village not far from where I live in Scotland, and it was such a great project. He did such a good job of it, and he clearly really enjoyed doing it and has made a super cozy home out of what is just a really sweet tiny little building which is old, it's stone, and has never been, wasn't designed to be lived in, but he's made it a home. I like a challenge. I love this sort of project, and I'm an architect, so this is what I do for fun, this is what I do for a living, and I couldn't resist doing a little remodel and seeing how I might have done things differently. So I've asked George's permission. It's his home, I don't want to trample on his feet, and he's given me his blessing, so here it is. So this is the original building. As you can see, it's a garage, so it's got this sliding door which would have pulled across here, and it has these double doors and an old sash window. This is George's remodel, and he did what would be a completely understandable thing to do. He got rid of this big garage opening and put in 2 sash windows and a sash window on the first floor and a roof light as well, a couple of roof lights on the other side to get a bit of extra light in. This is my proposed elevation, and what I've done is tried to keep a bit of the spirit of the original industrial style of the building, the garage style of the building, by keeping this big opening here and putting a screen across it, a timber slatted screen across it, so that it has an echo of the original. But I've not kept that completely open and solid because, you'll see in the interior, why not? But there are some double glass sliding doors behind this timber screen, and then a matching timber door as well. And then I've just put a fixed glass pane in this window so that it actually looks as if it's empty, and that's, I guess, a reference to the abandoned nature of the building. You could look at that and not even know that there's a window in there. So this is George's existing floor plan. You enter the building here through this doorway, and you've got a little entrance hall, and you've got the bedroom and the bathroom on the ground floor level. So the bathroom is here with the loo under the stairs, and then you come into the bedroom here, and just the nature and the shape of the building means it's kind of a long, thin room, and you've got these 2 bits of these 2 windows here that he's introduced, and he's put some clever bits of storage in there underneath it. And then out here you go up the stairs, and then he's created a fully open plan living space on the first floor. He's got a really sweet window seat here, and he's got his kitchen, his living area, and a little desk space, and he's put in some roof lights there above that space. So my approach was really to take reference from how he's created this open plan living area, and to see whether it's possible to open up the entire building and really maximize the feel of the interior of the building, just like the exterior of the building, having it as a full open volume, so that you get to really feel the nature of this original garage space. So this is my proposal. You enter the same way through the door here, and you've got the stairs in front of you again. These are steeper stairs, these are more like ladder stairs, and I'll explain those in a moment. But you come into this building and you've got your living area on the ground floor. So I've introduced a little fireplace. I know he had trouble with the existing fireplace, but he didn't need to use the original chimney necessarily. He could have put in a freestanding stove here and introduced a new chimney up through the roof. So that's what I've done. I put it on a little concrete hearth and created some integrated log storage here, which you'll see this was the original opening from side to side, and I've just blocked off that area and then created the double glazed windows here. So because this is his living area, because it's such a small space and it's right on a little road, the timber slatted screen here serves the purpose of creating some privacy. So you would only be able to see in when you're out on the street, when you look straight through this way, and when you're at an oblique angle through here. The depth of this timber screen means that you wouldn't be able to see in. But I've also put in, I'll draw it in now, I've also put in a curtain here, so he can completely block that off if he wants to, so he doesn't have any potential viewers looking in through his window. So he's got his living space, he's got his console table and TV, and the kitchen in the same area. And so what I've done here is split the bathroom up, and this is to keep the kitchen in the middle of the room so that it doesn't end up with sort of kitchen on one side, bathroom on the other side, as could happen in that sort of situation. And you get this single wall, essentially. So it's it's almost like a false wall with the bathroom hidden behind. I have used black for this wall and for the joinery in this area because it creates depth. Because this is such a small floor plan, you've got this big white double height volume above it. If I use white here as well, then this would feel like a really small, tall space. So using black here just creates depth. It pushes all of that back, and it tries to make this floor plan just feel a bit bigger, and it creates a bit of contrast. The staircase I've imagined looking a bit like a sort of freestanding piece of furniture, and it references the timber of the slatted screen above. So again, I've used flush frames for these doors. So again, they just have that really seamless look with the kitchen, and then you can access the loo and a sink in there. It's the same position you put that sink in, and a really nice sized shower room as well. And again, that's all dark tile colour, so it creates a sort of real cavernous luxury feel behind this sort of concealing screen. And so then you've probably seen already that there's a mezzanine above. So the bedroom is basically open to the floor below, to the living spaces below. But I've used this timber slatted screen again as a threshold, as a way of creating a sort of layer of privacy and a layer of transition from the living spaces into the bedroom spaces. So you come up the stairs, you come into your little mezzanine bedroom area. You've got a wardrobe over here and a desk over here, and then you've got your pitched internal roof inside with the exposed existing timbers all painted white, and then some dramatic lights hanging through the double height space over this floor area, over your living space down here. And then just as a detail and as a reference to George's little window seat here, which obviously you can't reach now, but you've got your desk space here, and then I've cut a little window in the timber slatted screen which gives you a direct view. It's level with the window here, so you could sit at that desk and you would get a direct view out through that window. And I've created a little shelf there which just links this area to the area below visually. Just you could have some hanging plants or something. And then there's a row of roof lights above, and that's just on the pitch, and you could use electronic blinds to close those off at night time. So I should have said as well that you'll obviously want to close off this window, and it's up high. So I've just created a little sliding shutter which references the original shutter from the garage externally, and you would just pull on the strap hanging down from it, and that would slide across and close off that window at night time if you wanted to. So there we go. I hope you like it. I hope George likes it. And I am creating a whole tiny house series of other designs of different types of architecture, and I'm just explaining my process. I'm explaining the architecture behind it, and I hope that you will come and watch some more of my videos. So like, share and subscribe if you would like to catch some more of these.